Welcome back to TMZ Live. Colin Kaepernick has made it official. He has now filed a grievance and has filed a grievance against the NFL. He has hired Mark Garagos to represent him. And his grievance against the NFL is basically that there's collusion. He feels that the league, that owners are colluding to keep him
away from playing because of his stand on kneeling.
Yes.
I guess that's kind of an oxymoron, his stand on kneeling.
His stand on kneeling and why he was doing it. I mean, I think it's become so diluted at this point, but his point about this was always about civil rights. It was about black motorists who were being pulled over and being killed by police. That's what he wanted to shine a light on.
So, you know, everybody says that owners can make individual decisions, which is true, but if there's collusion, if they're all saying, okay, let's all just make a pact, we're not going to hire this guy, that runs afoul of the collective bargaining agreement with the NFL, and that could throw everything into chaos if they can prove that.
However, he has taken a huge risk here because of what it could mean for if he has any shot at a career going forward. We wanted to talk to someone who really understands what it means to put yourself out there for a movement. Maybe in sports, the first person that I can think of who really did
me too, actually.
To this length. Talking about John Carlos, former U.S. Olympian, who stood with Tommy Smith. This is unbelievable, but it's true. 49 years ago. Today, that they stood, raised their fists.
For those of you who are too young to remember it, it was a seismic event when that happened.
Yes.
And, you know, this is right in the middle of a lot of unrest in the United States during the Vietnam War. There was a groundswell in the civil rights movement that being a pacifist wasn't enough. It wasn't going to cure the problem. And this was a huge event.
You can say this is the event that gave birth to, even though it was 40-something years later, to Colin Kaepernick doing what he's doing.
Absolutely. So, we're excited.
Honored to have John Carlos joining us right now on TMZ Live. John, how are you doing, man? Thanks so much for being with us.
I'm doing real fine. It's an honor to be here, particularly on this day. It's ironic that he would file a suit just a day before the 49th anniversary. However, I think it's long overdue. I think he's doing the right thing to protect his rights as a professional. And we'll just go to court and see what happens in the end.
What are your feelings about the fact that he has, you know, he says he's been singled out here and his career has really been ruined as a result of this? I mean, you have such history with this. I wonder what your feelings were as you saw it play out.
Well, once you jump in the pool of dealing with humanity and civil rights and social rights, you're in like a whirlpool, so to speak. There's so much confusion. People don't really fully understand. You have to educate individuals that don't understand what you're doing, why you're doing it. And then you have to fight against those that understand the powers that may be. You might be a threat to them. And they insist upon trying to destroy you, trying to tarnish your reputation, or just lambast you in any way they possibly can.
John, do you think that Colin has essentially submarined his NFL career at this point? I mean, once you file a grievance against the owners, regardless of the outcome, do you feel like, I mean, it's almost like he's saying, look, I know they're not going to give me a chance, so I'm filing this grievance. Is there any way that you see him playing in the NFL again after this?
Well, let me tell you, I think he would like to play in the NFL, but I don't think that's the end result, that he will play in the NFL. I think he will be succumbed by the overall power of what his statement is. He's there for social justice, and that will supersede football long after football is said and done. He would love to play, but I don't think that's the main focus right now. But I think he has a right, and he should pursue making them pay for the damages they've done to him as a result of him expressing his First Amendment rights.
Hey, John, how did your stand at the Olympics impact your life, positive and negative?
Well, I've been like this, you know, the way you see me today in terms of my methodology or my thought process. I've been like this all my life. How did it change my life? I think it exposed me to the rest of the world in terms of how I think. I think many people have gotten inspiration from me over the years in terms of how I carry myself, how I conduct business, and challenging the system to be better.
Overall, Did it hurt you professionally as a result of doing it?
Well, you know, anyone that makes a move to create some sort of social justice, man, it's going to be a sacrificial lamb. Going in the door, I realized that as a young kid that, you know, you have to take a licking, but you have to keep on taking.
Well,
oh my God.
That you have.
Okay, John, now you've shown us that it's 49 years ago because you just did a Timex commercial.
All right.
Well, John.
Well, listen, it's such an honor to have you on this anniversary. Thank you so much for the time.
Hey, man, thanks to TMZ, and you guys keep up the work because you're doing a good job. You're shining a light on things that need to be seen in a general sense. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Okay, we're going to take a break.
Wow.
That was cool.
That was really cool.
That was cool. Sometimes we have like cool things happen. That was
yes,
cool.
we do.
Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.